In this video, we're going to look at how do we go from a mixed number to a fraction, and then if we have a fraction greater than 1, how do we convert it to a mixed number? So let's start mixed number to fraction. So if I have something like 4 and 3/4, okay, that's a mixed number. A mixed number means that we have a whole number and a fraction. Okay, so 4 and 3/4. It's more than 4, less than 5. So if I want to change this into a fraction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply my denominator times my whole number. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because basically we want to see how many fourths are in 4 wholes. Okay? And in this case, there are 16 fourths in 4 wholes. Sorry, that should say 16 fourths in 4 wholes. So 4 wholes equals 16 fourths, and then we also had this 3/4 here, and so we know that the total is going to be 19 fourths. Now, oftentimes we skip these middle steps of writing this part out because we kind of have everything we need right within the mixed number. So we can do 4 times 4, which is 16, and then we add it to the numerator. So we get 19, and we kept the denominator the same, so 19 fourths. Okay? So we multiply the denominator times the whole number, and then add it to the numerator. It's kind of like the circle of mixed numbers to fractions. Let's try one more example. If we have 6 and 3/5, okay, we got to figure out how many fifths are in 6 wholes and then add it to the 3/5. So we do that by doing 5 times 6, which is 30, plus 3, which is 33. So that's my numerator. And my denominator is going to stay the same, so it's going to be 5. So 33 fifths. Okay, so that's how you change a mixed number into a fraction. Now, what if we have a fraction that is greater than 1? So let's say we have 37 fifths. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 ways to think about this. The very first one is we can just set it up as a long division problem. So 37 is my numerator, which also means it's my dividend. We could think of 37 fifths as 37 divided by 5. Okay, and so I can write 37 inside of my division box and 5 on the outside. So 5 goes into 3 0 times, it goes into 37 7 times. 7 times 5 is 37. Sorry, 7 times 5 is not 37. 7 times 5 is 35. I subtract that, I get 2. Now, because I want it as a mixed number, I'm going to stop here. And we can take this division problem and have all of the information that we need to write a mixed number. So 7 is my whole number because we're saying that 5 goes into 37 7 whole times. So 7 is my whole number. And then with this 2 left over, we're saying that we have 2 out of 5 remaining after we do this division. And so that means that 2 is our numerator and 5 is our denominator. So 7 and 2 fifths. Okay, so this is our whole. This is our numerator. This is our denominator. Okay. Now, another way to think about this, if the numbers aren't too challenging to work with, is how many times does 5 go into 37? 5 goes into 37 7 times. And then you have to ask yourself how many are left over after I take 5 out of 37 7 times. So 5 times 7 is 35. So to take out 35 from 37, I'm left with 2. And our denominator stays 5th. Okay? So we can just kind of think our way through it. How many times does 5 go into 37? How many are left over? The answer is 7 and 2/5. Okay? So that's 2 options for how to convert a fraction that's greater than 1 into a mixed number. Now, how do we know that a fraction is greater than 1? Well, anytime the denominator is less than the numerator. So 15/6, the denominator is less than the numerator. Okay? That means that we have more than the denominator. Okay? If we have 2/3, that's not a fraction greater than 1 because the numerator is less than the denominator. Okay, if we have 17/4, that is a fraction that's greater than 1 because we have more pieces than a whole. Okay, so that's how to convert fractions that are greater than 1 into mixed numbers. And you just saw how mixed numbers get converted into fractions.